amateur game here in the United States. But before we dive into anything here, again, we've talked about this before. We don't like to get involved in a lot of the political aspects of things, and for many reasons. Me and Nate talk about this all the time. Like, you can get that a lot of places. You need to come here to get that from us. But yesterday, in Minneapolis, there was another school shooting. And, my kids had their first day of school yesterday. I talked about that here on the air. And I believe while we were on the show, I believe this was happening or was unfolding in Minneapolis. I don't care where you stand in regards to the political spectrum of any of it. But kids are dying in schools. I send my kids to school. And like a lot of parents do around this country, they send them to school to go have fun with their friends, to learn, to be kids. And they're having, my daughter has to wear a see-through backpack to school. Now, to be fair, I don't understand what that's all about, because she can wear the see-through backpack from class to class, but she can bring in a regular backpack into school. That doesn't make any sense to me. But think about this for a second. Kids are scared. Last year, my daughter, I talked about this, I think, during one of our shows too. Last year during homecoming, balloons popped off in the school. They all thought they were gunshots. The entire school ran out. Police were called. It was a big deal. Balloons popped. Our kids are scared to go to school, and not for like the normal reasons. You think about being scared to take a test. Scared to maybe get picked on by a kid. That's a thing that I would say that a lot of kids probably on some level have some fear of. Scared of what they're wearing. Scared of how they look. Those are the normal things to be afraid of. The abnormal is to be thinking that you could walk into school and it could be your last day on this earth. And that here lies the problem. I don't care, again, where you are in this. I don't care where you think you should be. The one place that we all should be is that these are our kids that are dying. The manner in which they die does not matter. They are dying in school. Kids yesterday were praying at a Catholic school. We should be so outraged about that and doing everything we can to stop that from happening. It does not matter the manner. Protecting our children is the utmost thing that we are responsible for on this earth. Before my kids walk out every day, I hug them, I kiss them, say I love them.
Yeah.
It's sickening. We have a problem in this country, a lot of problems. But to be fair, there is no singular greater problem than this. Not one. And you can't tell me it can't be solved. Can't tell me. So, again, I'm not going to go into the detail. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go down some path talking about this, that, or the other in regards to how we do that. No, we just need to solve the problem. I don't care what we do, solve the problem. That's my take.
Yeah. We have an issue, and I don't think there's any other country on earth right now that's dealing with a similar issue. That should tell you something. Like, I don't think there's any other country on earth that's dealing with the thought of someone wielding a gun, coming into a public place and taking people out. I don't think any other place on earth is dealing with those same issues. Now, they have their own problems. I get it. But that is something that is in so many different ways unique to our experience here in the United States. And again, whatever way you think is the right way to go about solving it, it's going to take a lot more than just simply making a rule here or taking away this or doing this, that, or the other thing. You don't just sign on the dotted line and all of a sudden this goes away. This is a cultural issue in a lot of ways. but we have a lot of tremendous rights and privileges being that we live in this country. And yet we've gone so far to the opposite end to take advantage of those privileges to where it's being taken out and used on the weakest and the most vulnerable of our society. And I agree. I mean, something needs to change, but how many more times do we have to have the same conversation? How many more times do we have to have the same talk after something similar happens? I just don't think it's an easy, clear-cut solution. And it sucks that we just have to sit here and admit that it's wicked, it's evil, it's vile. But what directly do we do to stop it? I mean, I don't know. Like, the list just keeps growing. It keeps growing, and I just watched the Sandy Hook documentary not long ago, and it's crazy to think just how long ago that was, and just the list of same exact instances that we've had since that moment. What do we do? How do we solve it? I'm not sure. I don't think there is a magic bullet way of making all of this go away, but it's discouraging. It's repulsive. But I think the scariest part about it, though, JT, is